Hey, and welcome back to On the Couch. Now, recently we had SGA presidential elections here at Rowan. And joining us now is Stephanie Ackerman, our current SGA president. And by her side is Tom Holroyd, who is our president-elect. Yeah. Now, how excited are you, first of all, to be president next year?
Very excited. I've done a lot of time in SGA, and I'm very excited to next year be able to help lead the organization and take it in a direction that will hopefully do a lot of good for the student body. So,
awesome.
Very excited.
Now, I know you didn't run against anyone, unfortunately, so you didn't have to campaign, but is there anything you did kind of to get the word out or prepare, I guess?
I went around talking to all the clubs that I know, all the different students that passed by, just kind of, I did less to talk about myself and more to talk about SGA in general. Raise awareness about SGA and the campaigns that were going on, because we did actually have some good races out there this year. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah,
thank you.
And what would you give him as advice to be president?
Oh, there's so much advice I would give him and that I've already started to give him. But probably the most helpful advice, hopefully, would be to learn how to really time manage, because this position will take over your life in a good way. It's my baby now, and giving it to Tom, and he's going to be great. I have no doubts that he's going to be a great SJ president. But when it gets stressful, just call me up, and you can vent to me all you want.
Only a phone call away.
Yes, I'm only a phone call away.
I'm sure venting will be necessary at first. It's a lot of stress.
Honestly,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What kinds of things, though, what would you say the most memorable things were this year in the SGA?
The most memorable things. One of the most memorable things for me personally was our Shooting for Sharice event, just because she had her family there, and I talked to her family after, and they were just so pleased with the event, and nothing makes me happier than them being pleased with how it turned out. And you actually you participated in Shooting for Sharice. She was on the basketball team. No, you weren't bad. You actually kicked butt. You kicked butt.
It was a really fun event, though.
I was rooting for you, yes. And so that was probably one of the most memorable events. Obviously, also our constitutional overhaul internally within SGA. That's huge, and that's going to take place not next year, but the year after. Okay. And Tom was a huge help with that. So that's definitely very exciting, because it's kind of changing everything about the way it's
So
going.
Tom, you'll be kind of taking over this change of the Constitution. It's not finished yet?
Well, the Constitution, it was voted and passed this past year, but we wanted to take a year to transition the two different models, because we wouldn't have time to set up the elections for the way the new Constitution is set up in time. So next year's all about transition for SGA and bringing it into a new model, and hopefully it'll stick around for a while.
Okay, cool. So, could you disclose some of the changes that the new Constitution has?
Yeah, the short of the long version.
Yeah,
the short version.
Reader's Digest version.
Yeah.
So on the big picture stuff, we've kind of taken a handful of clubs and said these aren't really clubs anymore. They're
necessity.
Yeah.
They're necessity universities, such as EMS, RTN, obviously, because they provide essential services to the student body. So they kind of now have their own label.
And the thinking behind that is what would a college campus be like without those things?
The way
if you took away the school paper, the college TV station, what would it be like? It'd be essentially very, very different than be more like high school. And we're not in high school anymore.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of like in high school, but in college, they're so prominent.
Yep.
You definitely need
What other types of things, though?
A lot of committees. We're definitely going to drive the Senate to take the voice of the student body and use it more often than we do. Anytime the university passes something, or anytime we want to just tell the university this is what we think, we're going to do it, and we're not going to be afraid to do it. So,
awesome. Now, what other types of changes do you see happening in your presidency?
Well, it's not so much changes, but we do have some big things going on. We're going to try and replace the brown bus on campus and get a new one for us. So that's going to be that's going to be a big deal.
Breaks down all the time.
Yeah, it does.
Very unreliable.
Yikes,
we're going to do everything we can to try and help EMS get a new ambulance.
Okay.
And we're going to continue to try to help cultivate a culture of tradition on campus. So everything that we can do to be involved there is what we're going to do. And also with all this talk about a possible merger and things like that, we're going to be heavily involved with what's going on there.
Yes,
making
Steph,
sure.
have you been involved at all with the current merger?
We've kind of decided as a student government to kind of step back until there's actually, you know, not a proposal, but until it's actually set in stone. We decided to just keep quiet because we're kind of standing with the university in that respect. You know, it's cautious optimism, I would say. That's what I would call it. We're being very cautious to really say anything, because if we say something negative, then we have to be partnered with, you know, Rowan or Rutgers, Camden, you know, that would be a bad relationship. And so we want to take the higher road and just sit back for now.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. So, I mean, I'm sure it'll continue next year, though.
Yeah.
It'll still be in full swing.
Yeah, definitely on the horizon.
Yes, yes. Okay, so what would you say to the students as their future leader of the university?
I welcome any and all ideas that they have. I'm definitely open to any conversation regarding the university or SGA, anything we can do to make it better for students. We have a lot of great things going on here, and I am definitely very proud of the students, and will continue to be with everything that they do. And anything that they can offer to me for a suggestion to make the campus a little bit better, I will definitely take into consideration. So always open. My door's always
proud?
open.
Yes, I'm very excited I won't be here next year, but I'm very excited, and I have no doubts that, you know, everything I will be hearing will be good.
Awesome. All right. Well, there you have
Passing
it.
the torch.
Yes.
Yep.
Passing
There
it on.
you go.
All
All
right.
yours.
Thank you guys so much for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks
I
for
wish
having
you
us.
all the luck
Thank you.
and good luck with graduation
Thank you very
as well.
much. Thank you.
All right, and we will be right back with our band, Kids These Days, on the couch.